I'll agree with Alan. You know, every recession that we've seen has been different. I think I'm trying to think, the first one that we experienced was 1987, and I had no idea. I thought that was the beginning of the end. The stock market crash on, I forget which day of the week it was, but it was black. And then 1990, 1991, 1997, there was another one. 2000, 2001, plus 9/11, and now this one. And every time you see one, it's completely different, and you go, God, I've never seen this before. And I think the one thing that we can take some comfort with is that this is not the first, it's not the last. Like every other one, this will have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I think as soon as you acknowledge that this will be over, then the question is, you ask yourself, where do I want to be when it is over? And you then have to make sure that every single choice you make between now and then helps you get to where you think you want to be when it's over. And that helps you not do some silly things that can hurt your brand. I think we feel very, very strongly that anything we do that changes your point of view about what our restaurant is a big mistake. So discounting would be a big mistake. I think that there's definitely room to make it easier for someone to go to the restaurant less expensively, like a special menu or special opportunity, but I would never discount any of our prices because that would pretty much intimate that we had been charging too much in the first place. And last time I checked, our margins were not incredibly high last year either. So I think that it's very important to look at the recession as a way to actually, as Alan said earlier, build market share. At the end of the recession, I know where I want our restaurants to end up, and knock on wood, every one of them always has at the end of the recession, which is that you're deepening the talent bench because, in an expansive economy, the thing we're all complaining about, and I've sat on these panels in a big economy, and we all go, where do we get help? We went, I remember 4 years ago, Starbucks, Chipotle, they're hiring all the good talent, even Barnes & Noble. How do we get good talent? Guess what, guys? The talent is out there right now. So quit complaining about the stuff and use the opportunities that you have right now. Real estate, there's another one. We were all complaining about how there was a bank on every single corner. There isn't today. How there was a Dwayne Reed on every mid-block. There isn't today. And there's starting to be some good real estate to be had. So I think that the recession does provide some opportunities. And I think in the end, the most important thing is to deepen relationships with your customers and with your guests. When you're doing 20% more business, your manager may not have time to write that handwritten note that says thank you and I can't wait to see you again. Today they do, and they better be doing that.